And we're back.
Dire team pick.
Hey guys, this is game 2 for Bendover versus Du30, and let's get underway with the picks and the bans. So, at the moment, Bendover, we have the Undying and the TA band. On the other side of Du30, we have the Silencer and Doom band. And we went ahead with the mid pick, which is Queen of Fame.
Big surprise with the Doom ban, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, two good silencing disables we see here. I mean, Doom and Silencer banned out. It was an interesting
Silencer
set of
is an
bans.
interesting ban, actually. I haven't seen him first banned in a long time.
Looks like they go ahead
Since
with
the Aghanim refresher days.
Yeah, I guess that's that's all ended now. I mean, in the meantime, we do see a Crystal Maiden picked up by Du30 here. It looks like they finally realized that they do need some sort of disable here with Frostbite here doing good amounts of stun, and of course an AoE sort of ultimate that Du30 always seemed to pick up with last game with the Gyrocopter, Disruptor, etc. Right now, I think Du30 should go ahead and pick around. Pick another support hero.
I think they should pick comfortable heroes. I mean, last game they seemed very uncomfortable. I'm not sure whether it was because they were so outdrafted, so outplayed, or what it was, but maybe it's nerves. Maybe they're just nervous and they're trying to do strategies that they've never pulled off before.
I think it got a little complicated here. We can see here a Wind Ranger pick up by Du30. I haven't seen Wind Ranger been picked up in a long time. I think it's gonna be a mid, right?
She is definitely going to be a mid. I mean, in the very recent meta, she is, I would say, one of the strongest mids in the game right now.
Yeah, definitely. With the quick Aghanims,
Oh,
Dagger.
it's always one or the other. It's either a rush to a blink then an Ags, or an Ags then a blink, and it's always devastating.
It all depend on how good Du30 farm right now. They did a pretty bad job last game, but hopefully this is going to be a different story. So Queen of Pain, we're waiting for a second pick. What do you think? I think they're gonna go ahead and pick a support instead of show the cards early and pick off a good late, an off laner or a carry hero.
I mean, I feel like Bendover have such an aggressive style where they're always looking for a fight, and that's specifically why they banned Undying first, because it's so difficult to fight into a tombstone. And I feel like from the last game, they were so hyper aggressive, diving tier 3s and tier 4s on minute 8, you know?
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. I mean, that Doom dove tier 4s and it was minute like 10, 15. So I feel like Du should work on a few defensive heroes which can punish moves like that.
And I think the placements of the wards coming from Du30 wasn't really the best. I mean, if they want to play defensive, they need to make sure that
You
the
need the
heroes
vision.
there they know where everybody's out. As soon as somebody's missing, you gotta know where they're at with the wards placements and etc. And Du30 didn't really do a great job, and they didn't really do a great job with counteracting the Bendover's wards either. Even though they did have a Zeus, and of course you could buy the amount of sentry wards.
So Amr, let's be honest, they didn't do a great job in last hitting, they didn't do a great job in drafting, and they didn't do a great job in warding, so they didn't do a great job in general.
But so far, I like their draft so far.
I do. I like this a lot more. I mean, Crystal Maiden is still a little bit strange for a first pick, but I mean, Wind Ranger is so solid.
So we have a Draw Ranger here, and that's an interesting pick here.
It is an interesting pick,
It does have a
actually.
good design. I mean, it looks like they could go for a pushing lineup here with the Visage.
I
possibly
mean, the
coming
Visage
up.
should be the next ban.
I mean,
I mean, Drow Visage is like one of the iconic
10 seconds.
strats.
yeah, it looks like we have a bounty ban here. It could do some great stuff against the Queen of Pain, especially if he gets a quick Orchid, for example. It's gonna be interesting. I think an Orchid could do well here against the Queen of Pain and for the Wind Ranger in early stages.
10 seconds remaining.
So now we're gonna go and take a look at the third ban coming from Du30. And it looks like it's gonna be an Earthshaker.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
Okay. Anyways, we're waiting for the. So it looks like we have a Spirit Breaker coming here from Bendover. They didn't really want the global presence of Spirit Breaker being picked up by Du30 and his global gank skills. Even though I doubt Du30 had Spirit Breaker in mind.
It was very strange ban, actually.
In the meantime, we have an Earthshaker ban coming from Du30, which is it's a smart idea. It's very annoying, especially when roaming with that long stun of his. So
Reserve
they'll
time.
get that out of the way. And we know from Bendover's previous game, how aggressive they are towards the
Radiant
ganking phase of
team
the game.
pick.
We have a Vengeful Spirit ban as well, which is also a very good ban here because Vengeful Spirit does does sync well along with the Drum Ranger with the
yeah.
presence of the attacking aura.
They hit like a cannon.
Yes, and now we have a Slaughdar pick by Du30.
Who is
which-
also another incredibly popular hero right now in the meta. I mean, Slaughdar fell out of the meta for a long time, but he is a great offlaner right now.
and he has a global presence as well, with the sprint, of course. It's gonna be interesting to see what he does, and of course with that his ultimate of his, so these heroes can melt pretty easily, pretty quickly as well. We have a Dazzle pickup coming here from the Bendover. It seems like Bendover strategies has differed quite a bit compared to last game. I mean, it looks like Du30 are doing pretty well, and
Yeah, I can't say I like Bendover's draft too much so far. I mean, okay, well,
it looks like Slaughdar is not going to be playing offlane now, huh? Or is this another support Phoenix?
okay, so
Radiant team back.
Bendover clearly are using the gimmick where they're just gonna pick ranged heroes all over the place to benefit from Zhao's aura.
Yeah, that is good, and they do need a stun. And it looks like the Veg ban, that's what was pretty smart from them. So,
10
are they
seconds
looking for a
remaining.
Visage to go along with the Bendover? I'm not so sure. Du30,
5 seconds.
they could ban
remaining.
Visage right now. I mean, it is a possible pick for Bendover, and it could be a pretty devastating blow. It looks like it's gonna be a Sven ban. I don't know why they had that sort of idea. Even though Sven could do really well as a roaming support, and with a Blink Dagger.
I mean,
Radiant team
what
pick.
exactly is Bendover's reaction when Slaughdar sprints over to Drow or blinks on Drow? What can they do to stop that?
I guess that's why they picked up the Dazzle. I mean,
Yeah,
Shadow Grave.
he'll keep Drow alive for a few more seconds, but she's gonna die, and her damage will be negated because he's in melee range. So, I'm wondering if their last pick is gonna be something to try and deal with that.
it'll be interesting to see what Bendover have. They don't really have many options. It looks like
Wow,
we have
that's
a,
another initiator. I mean,
I mean, it is sort of greedy. However, I did think that Phoenix could possibly go
I
for
think
it.
it's incredibly greedy, incredibly. Unless they go for what I've seen rarely, but I mean, you've seen it. Some players in Europe try it out, and it's the Wind Ranger support, fourth position Wind Ranger. Where
Looks like we're on Invoker.
okay.
So, who's playing support? All right.
I mean, I'm guessing Queen of Pain can play support. I mean,
Alright.
Drow can't, and you have to play Invoker mid, so it must be a Queen of Pain support.
Or I don't. It would hurt to say it. Say if it was Invoker mid. Oh, sorry, Invoker support, but I guess it's something else. Anyways, would you want to? Would you want to introduce the players and who they're playing, etc. On the Radiant side? You'll start on the Radiant. I'll go for Dire.
I'll do the Radiant.
Yeah.
Alright, this is Blizz's for Du30 on the Wind Ranger, which I'm guessing is a carry on this very, very greedy lineup. Then we got Titan Atlas on the offlane Phoenix. Well, it could be an offlane Axe, it could be an offlane Slaughdar. That's what I'm so confused about right now. We got Lidu on the Crystal Maiden. We're pretty sure she's a support Crystal Maiden.
Yeah.
Got Reimer on the Axe, and we got Old Dirty on the Old Slar.
Slaughdar could be played as a support here.
I mean,
Like, I would think he would be playing as a support if he went for straight boots. But this Stout Shield doesn't really help me think that he'd be played as support. Possibly an offlaner. Usually if you would want to go as support Slaughdar, you'd go straight for the boots and tangos, and then you'd be ready to roll with your Crystal Maiden. And it'd be really effective First Blood if possible. In the meantime, we have KK Zor on the Invoker. And we have Ara on Nature's Prophet. We have Poe on the Queen of Pain. Hamza on Dazzle. And Drow being played by Scarlet.
Scarlet
So-
on Drow. So if we're following the pattern of last game, was it KK Zor on the Razor? No, it was Scarlet on the Razor.
was
And the
off.
Shadow Fiend?
Shadow Fiend was, I guess.
I'm guessing it was KK Zor.
Or Poe. I'm not so sure actually. It's really, I don't know. It's an interest. two greedy lineups is gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
to see
but
how
I
both
have to
games-
say I like Du30's lineup until the last two picks. I just feel like it's almost too greedy because I'm pretty sure the Phoenix is gonna be support and they are gonna either offlane Axe or Slardar. But I mean, Phoenix needs the XP. I mean, a Midas alone won't do it. And how long will it take him to generate the cash to purchase a Midas, you know?
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. Could very famous on the Prophet play in jungle, for example, and I had no
I
to
mean,
play it
yeah,
too.
it's possible, but if Du30 see that Bendover are going for such greedy plays and they're putting a Prophet in the jungle and they don't really have the greatest counter initiation, they should be they should be the hyper aggressive team this game.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see how both teams fare out right now. As game 2 is underway of Du30 versus Bendover. Looks like we have some technical difficulties as
Dota
always.
Reborn, boys.
And so both Scarlet and KK Zor are at the moment reconnecting. Hopefully we can start as soon as possible.
Ah.
It's gonna be
I'm actually excited in the weirdest way for this game.
because I don't know where.
Yeah, I haven't seen a draft like this.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
I think ever. You know, it's possible that they did go for, at least I can speak about Du30, for what I said they were going to go for, which were, maybe these are comfort picks. Maybe these are heroes they're just very comfortable playing. And they thought a little bit less about the roles or who's laning where, and they were like, just pick the heroes you're comfortable with, and let's give it a good show. You know what I mean? After that last game.
exactly. So
All right,
hopefully
we're
we'll
good to
start
go.
as soon as possible. Okay. Anyways, like the game has started underway now, as we see. This Prophet does pick up the No Talisman. Is he gonna be pulled some tangos here, or is he gonna be going in the jungle? I have no idea. And it looks like we do see some offensive movement here from Du30 towards the opposite jungle, and not to say the same as
Interesting.
for Bendover. I mean, they did last game.
Yeah, but I think Du30 know that right now they have a much better fighting lineup at level 1. I mean, they can kill. If they fight at the rune, they're guaranteed to get a kill with this lineup.
looks like smoke has been popped here for the Radiant side, and
Unfortunately, it's gonna miss. It's gonna miss Bendover.
Yep. Looks like we're gonna have a solo Queen of Pain here, placing the wards. She will have a blink possibly if she'll need it. So she hasn't really queued any skill.
Did
for
she actually purchase the wards? The Queen of Pain?
I
Because it
don't
would
think-
guarantee that she is a support or she is an
based on
off
her-
lane.
Based on her items alone, no. I think she's an off laner. I think she was handed the ward by somebody. In the meantime, we have some very aggressive movement here, and it looks like we have a jungling Ara here.
No, there we go.
So it's gonna be a 2-1-2.
The battle
So it's not gonna be as aggressive as game 1 here by Bendover, while Du30 seem to have the more aggressive lineup this time around, which could mean that we might have a game 3 on our hands.
I mean, I hope Du30 go for it and they're proactive and they go for plenty of ganks because they have the potential.
So we have an Exhort Invoker here, so it looks like he's gonna try to carry. I mean, since it would make sense to have the right-click damage sinking along.
Yeah,
with
I mean
the Rangers.
he's got 66 ranged right click right now at level
Yeah.
1.
And it's gonna do pretty well against this Wind Ranger here in the mid lane. It'll be interesting to see how they fare out. So looks like we're gonna have the Drow and
Oh, it is an offlane Phoenix.
Yep.
So it's a jungle axe?
seems like it. And
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
we'll
wow.
be jungling, and Slaughter is gonna be playing 1v1 here against the Queen of Pain, which is not gonna be the greatest 1v1 right now.
It is not the greatest 1v1 at all.
Looks like
Wow.
we missed the first blood here in the top
Wow.
lane. Phoenix
Sorry,
does
guys.
well. It looks like we did see a Sprout coming in from teleport coming from Nature's Prophet
Wow.
to help us get the kill. And I guess
Ara is he's been styling on them since game 1. I mean, he was the Rubik in game 1 and he was almost bragging.
so now it looks like Old Dirty right now suffering the consequences of being left alone here by the Crystal Maiden. And first blood already gone here. It looks like Phoenix doesn't have any sorts of regen at the moment. They didn't pull him any tangos unless
They're
he used
playing
them already.
really greedy.
And Scar is going to be free farming right now. So the only hope for Du right now is going to be the mid lane, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be the brightest here. As you
I mean, see, this is where I have a problem with their draft right now. They can't send anyone up to help because they picked this weird greedy draft where their Axe has to remain in the jungle now. I mean, Axe is going up now, but you're sharing XP with Axe and Phoenix. How does that work?
looks like we might have some offensive, aggressive tri-lane here. Looks like in the meantime, Old Dirty is going to be moved down here with the haste rune from the Nature's Prophet to kill down the Slardar. In the meantime, we do see some aggressive movement coming in from Reimer to possibly stop this Draw Ranger from farming, but that's not going to be happening because she does have some good amounts of range at the moment. And Kegzor seems to have 7 last hits compared to the 4 of the Wind Ranger, so already winning in that battle, of course, with the help of Draw Rangers.
I mean, he just hits too hard right now.
Yeah, he's gonna be hitting like a truck right now. It looks like in the top lane, Draw Ranger could possibly fall, but however, that's not gonna be happening.
Wow.
And we have a kill.
All right, Crystal Maiden has to know that
Crystal Maiden
this is not gonna work out.
It looks like the courier is gonna fall, and because he was greedy, he is gonna die. And it looks like we could have had a double kill here. We have a teleportation coming in, but does he cancel? Yes, he does.
I mean,
right now, even though I expected Du30 to be the more aggressive side with the lineup, but it seems like this Nature's Prophet has been doing very, very well here, teleporting left, right, and center. Of course, they have the global presence of an Invoker with his Sunstrike, of course. In the meantime, we do see Slardar here, almost falling towards. Will possibly fall.
I think he is gonna fall. Oh no. Oh, yeah, he is. I think he's dead.
He does die. So that lineup, that matchup right now isn't really gonna work. Teleportation comes in. Does he have a sprout? Yes, he does. However, he does not land it. He was pretty far out of range, and Scarlet is gonna continue. I mean, I guess there's a big margin of playing ability here coming from Du30. Crystal Maiden diving in just to possibly get a kill on Scarlet, while it dazzles right there, right next to her, just to heal and possibly shallow grave. It was pretty risky business right there. But he went ahead and did that, and he did get punished for it.
Yeah, that was pretty comical.
And right now, how do you expect the Slardar to do anything with the Queen of Pain here, basically out muscling him?
I mean, can we check out the last hits right now?
Right. So on the last hits, yep.
Yeah, okay. This is again looking so ugly. I mean, it should never be this skewed.
Well, I guess we learned that last game, and right at the moment, 4 players here are out farming.
I mean,
and they're all core heroes.
Yeah, I mean, it's 30 minutes. It's 5 minutes, and it's 31 denies for the position 1, position 3. I mean.
So it looks like a fortification here already used on the Radiant side. Scarlet has been pushing up the tier 1 top lane. It looks like mid lane could be in trouble here. No Sprout on the Wind Ranger. And he's gonna fall. That's with the help of the Drown Ranger, and of course the Nature's Prophet.
And that's his Midas.
That's Midas, 5-minute Midas, which is pretty quick. And the Slardar finally getting some last hits left here and there, but Queen of Pain is at level 6 and could possibly punish Old and Dirty.
Well, that's pretty funny because Crystal Maiden just arrived on lane and got slapped in the face with that scream.
Yeah, but now they're both
hiding in their own trees. I mean,
well, Queen of Pain did pick up a regen rune, so he's gonna be. I guess he was going to pull, but I mean he was trying to search for Old Dirty if he was at low HP, and he's back in lane right now.
Do you think Queen of Pain has more incentive to go for a right-click build this game with the Drow Aura, maybe an assault?
So that's later. I'm not so sure how Queen of Pain is gonna build actually, but it's most likely gonna be burst right now, possibly going for the Scepter or for an Orchid Malevolence here, even though Orchid isn't really gonna be that helpful, even though it does amplify some amounts of damage and of course some mana regen.
Yeah, Orchid's definitely the style of item Bendover would pick because, as you can see, they're always this aggressive.
Yep, and right now, you can see that the mid lane is pretty much won by the Invoker, and even though it hasn't, even though Wind Ranger hasn't fallen, well, actually has fallen once, but even if he didn't, he was being outmuscled there. Du Ranger does pick up 3 Wraith Bands here. Looks like he'll be starting to push up this top lane soon. It looks like we have a surprise item coming from Nature's Prophet, and that's level 1 Dagon.
The troll item.
Looks like he's me teleporting in here with. Actually, just faking. He's just fake TPing. Right now, Axe is inside the jungle. Looks like Nature's Prophet could.
This is not gonna end well for Axe.
For Axe or. Okay, Axe is gonna possibly fall now. There is some teleporting. It looks like Dagon has
Well,
been used.
that's a decent
Prophet
one.
is gonna fall, almost likely. Actually, never mind that.
Oh my god.
Looks like Wind Ranger could be in trouble. And fantastic sprout here.
This is the type of fight you need your Slardar to TP in for. He's taking the opportunity to get his last hits that he's missed all game. I understand, but
there's nothing they could do. I mean, but then again, I was surprised they didn't realize that there were some rotations coming in from the Radiant jungle, as they did have a ward present here. Whether they smoked up, not so sure, but I mean, that's the power of Du Ranger right now. I mean, she wasn't even there, and she just helped with the pushing of the lane. Now she's rotating towards the bottom here to possibly get this T2 as fast as possible. In the meantime, we have a teleport here, and a Dagon being used. Obuhara getting a kill on the Slardar.
And he's diving. I mean, he's literally running around with a Dagon, no other item.
Next, like Queen of Pain does come in from behind and get a kill on that Crystal Maiden, who was pretty low HP. Obuhara now, so close to his level 2 Dagon, so that small amounts of burst there, and there's no way in hell that they're going to be getting an early BKB anytime soon. Looks like Drown Ranger is going to be.
Yeah.
He's going to fall. Shackle does come up on kick.
Wand almost got him out of that.
Yeah, that doesn't make a difference though. However, it's very aggressive ward being placed here.
I mean, for me, the kill score isn't even what's demoralizing here. It's the last hits. Those last hits are. I don't know. I don't even know how to put it into words.
Right now, the support Dazzle has 4 kills to his name.
It's a carry. It's a 5 carry strat. You never heard of it?
For sure. I mean, look at the XP per minute, current gold, the net worth right there. That alone just says volumes, and I don't think there's any way they can come back, because Axe is not going to have his Blink Dagger anytime soon, especially with the death that he has.
So
right now.
Crystal Maiden's net worth is actually less than what you start Dota with.
Well, I mean,
that's really funny though.
Yeah, she couldn't really do anything.
I know. I can't blame CM, but
I mean, it just tells you how good BO are right now, and it's gonna be interesting to see how far they go in this tournament right now. In the meantime, we see Poe pushing this bottom lane, so he does get that last hit. It will be interesting to see what he goes for next, what item he goes for. He has 2.4k. He could go for a Scythe of Vice if he's really greedy. I have no idea.
I don't think they even need to be that greedy. I mean, they can just get early items and finish this within 10-15 minutes.
Nature's Prophet does pick up Point Booster. Does that mean is he going Scepter?
The March of the Trees.
And that looks like right now, bottom tower is being
I've actually seen Aghanim's refresher work really well with Nature's Prophet. It's hard to stop. Yeah, I mean.
Sprouted in Dagon, and in the meantime, Axe is supposed to be tanky, but he falls anyway. And it looks like Du Ranger along with somebody else falls.
Oh my god! Like seriously?
He wants to be greedy.
So greedy.
Yeah. That was super greedy.
Oh, they're pinging at each other aggressively right now.
Yeah. Queen of Pain picked up a Necronomicon, so like,
yeah, they're trying to push and finish it early.
Yeah. So I mean, you can see this coming with the draw pick, but I expected maybe a Visage could help in the early stages. But I mean, this works well, especially with the Nature's Prophet here. Meantime, we do see a Slardar here.
All right, that's some. Oh, what a silence!
A Beatball comes in,
oh
possibly get a kill here on Titan Atlas as well, and looks like it will fall. In the meantime, Reimer is possibly going to get a kill. Kick his door and looks like we have a team wipe here. and Nature's Puppet wasn't.
I'm
even at
not
the
even
party.
gonna criticize. I'm not even gonna criticize Du30 on that one. I thought that was an amazing silence by Scarlet, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that came out of nowhere. I did not expect it.
I thought that was a good attempt at a gank. You know, if he landed that Slither and Crush, I think they would have gotten 2 kills, maybe 3.
Yeah, but there was good follow-up damage, and even Nature's Puppet wasn't even there.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
He didn't even use his
Radiant's
ultimate.
middle barracks has
And
fallen.
he got the kill off.
Radiant's bottom tower
and,
has fallen.
I guess that didn't work out. Oops, sorry, lost my mouse of it. Anyways, in the meantime, we see that it doesn't really look very well. 11 minutes in, we have a tier 3 tower down and a set of racks. Looks like Dirty could be in trouble. Oh, does he miss that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he did. And in the meantime, looks like Reimer is gonna possibly fall along with Lit. Yeah, Idu is gonna fall as well with the Drow Matrix doing massive amounts of damage. And it looks like he's gonna win underway now, and he's gonna survive. Oh, that burst damage. Does he fall inside the fountain? Yes, he does. But so does the Queen of
I mean,
It's a stomp. It's a stomp. And
it's another stomp, and I just hope Du30 they work on their game. They don't let this demoralize them to a point where they won't participate again. They need to learn from this. I mean, the last game was a hard outdraft in my opinion, so they had an excuse to lean on. But this game, I don't think either draft was that good. I think it was just, yeah, they're outplayed. They're playing scared at this point.
And
I'll admit that Bendover have a ridiculous amount of damage coming through. But I mean, the plays haven't been there for Du30.
looks like
Better late than never?
Bendover
Ah,
could
not
be in
even.
trouble for being greedy. Kikizora is gonna get dunked on possibly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Invoker could stealth out. Yeah, there we go.
Call. Too late.
Oh, too late.
3 sentries, no detection. Queen of Pain does come up to the picture though.
I mean, I think...
Is he gonna ball though?
No, I actually think Queen of Pain is trolling and is trying to show them where Invoker is. I'm not even joking. Look, he's doing it. That is hilarious. Okay, okay. Joke's over, guys.
Now it's just a pub game. they're not even going for the towers. Just kills, buyback after buyback.
It's personal now.
That's and that's the team wipe right there. And they're not even going for the towers here. They're just going for the kills, getting some money. It looks like Queen of Pain does get a kill here on Crystal Maiden. And Axe is just running around here. Looks like there was a troll misclick.
Oh no.
Radiant's top tower is under
And
attack.
Okay, there's a lot of BM going on this game. But I don't know what you think of it. I like a little BM, I won't lie, but not a lot.
that's okay. But so far this game has been pretty easy for them. And looks like finally someone took the initiative of pushing a tier 2 tower here. Except they picked up on Nature's Prophet. Look at the net worth,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
25k difference. Speed difference around more than 12k.
I mean, at this point, you don't need to look at anything.
This is
I would just advise at this point, watch out for the next BM move, because I'm pretty sure they got more in their locker.
looks like
A giant tree.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
let's give Max.
Alright then.
And
Radiant's
I think Bendover are sending out a statement here. Like, a lot of teams here in the UE don't know who they are because they play out of Egypt, but They've styled on them hard these past 2 games.
Yeah, they did pretty well here, and it'll be interesting to see. They're pretty much flexing the muscles here. It will be interesting to see how they do in the rest of the tournament. In the meantime, there's tower diving here, getting kills left and right.
I mean, there are barely any more towers to dive on at this point. It's 15 minutes into the game and they got 2 racks.
And
Axe is desperate for that kill.
he's being kited. Pretty tanky. An egg is being used.
Alright, I don't believe they even took that out. I mean, that's what Mask of Madness does, I guess. It's made for it. At least leave the effigies, guys. Leave something.
Boost of travel.
For God's sake.
Well, I think Du30 think they have a chance right now. They haven't really called GG or just this one.
I think Du30 know that these are the last few minutes of their time in this tournament, and they're just trying to fool around themselves. They're trying to have fun.
Meantime, it looks like another team might put their hand there. When Ranger does fall, and it looks like they want a tower dive here since they have all these minions. Yep, fountain pushing. Scarlet, Desolator, Mask of Madness.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Very short series. And a very dominant one.
And that's it for Du30. And it looks like Bendover will go on to the next round. Next game we'll be having YOLO versus 4M1. Who's up next?
It will be YOLO and 4M and 1B.
Yes. So we'll see how this goes, and stay tuned.
Yeah, Bendover from Cairo. Serious stuff, guys. See you soon.
All right. So we'll be having a little